Hey, babe, what you doing? I thought you were working out.
Can't you tell? I'm just trying to eat my spam and rice in peace. But if you guys don't know, I almost hit 210k Team CC in 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, and I'm 100% free to play. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna finish this meal, and we're gonna go do the free to play flex, boys. Let's get it.
Alright everyone, as I promised, we're gonna do the free-to-play flex. And with the free-to-play flex, you always gotta flex your first purchase bonus banner, so I have not bought any diamonds in this game. And we gotta flex the claim history. Here it is, 100% free-to-play. As much as I want to buy a Hot Pass, I said, I can't, but it is a good value. So shout out to the guys who are pay to play. You guys are funding this game. You guys are making it fun for all of us. And shout out to Spam because he is the free to play GOAT. He's been playing since launch. I haven't so much been playing since launch. I've actually been playing since April, so a month after. This is my rerolled account actually. So I started in April, played for about a week to get the hang of the game, and then I realized I didn't know what I was doing, so I ended up re-rolling an account and started YouTubing some of the more famous players that played 7 Deadly Sins, like Nagato, Darkskin, all those guys who were pretty informed and hands-on. And they told me, hey, you need a re-roll for Gunther. He's one of the best units in the game. And I pretty much did it, and I never looked back since. So as you guys can see from Twitter, on the left side of my screen here, I started in April, what's that look like? April 8th. Sorry, really tiny on my screen. But yeah, ever since then, I really haven't looked back, and I'm pushing 209k. Team CC very close to 210. I still actually have a couple pieces I still need to UR on Gother. And then I recently copped some cosmetics for Lost. So my Lost Vein team is about 208. So let's go over ult levels. And then I'll pretty much go into showcasing my account and then just talking about overall my mindset in the game. As soon as I hit about 200 in KCC, my mindset changed from the first 2 months that I played. During the first 2 months I played the game, I was about 178 KCC, and I actually did a YouTube video just kind of talking about which resources I'm prioritizing. Since then, I've kind of changed just a little bit once I hit 200k and up, and I'll go into detail more about that in a second. But first, let's go into the ult levels here. Escanor, Daddy, 6-6. Gotha, 6-6. King, 6-6. Another one. Oh, Green Merlin, 6-6. Let's go to the associations. Let's start from, let's go to Green Gotha, 6-6. Blue Slater, you guessed it, 6-6. Let's skip Blue Diane. Blue Diane's not 6-6. Blue Diane is 5-6. And Arthur is 6-6. So let's hop into my gear. Alright, let's see here. Here it is. 6-6, so I wasn't lying. Escanor 6-6, man. Gear. Majority of my team is all UR gear. Let's briefly glance at the Escanor, full UR. King, full UR. Gother, almost there. So I have a little bit of room for improvement within these two pieces here. Merlin is full UR, and Lost Vein is full UR. My associations, I mean, they're full SSR with appropriate roles, and I can get into those briefly, but you get the picture. So let's kind of showcase the stats just a tad bit. And here it is. So 15% bracers and belt. That's kind of the theme that you're going to see throughout my 5 main characters. So I'm the type of player to hyper-focus on just a few characters, and I know to some players it may be boring, But being free to play, you don't have too much variability in comps when it comes to PvP. Like some of the people who do invest into the game, whether it's financially or more time, mostly financially, because that's the only way to truly attain a multitude of 6/6 units, right? It took me forever to get my guys to this point. As I said, since I've been playing, which was in April. So I have a perfect belt here, base stat as well, which is nice. But the rest of my, it's okay. I'm trying to level them up, get those hammers, get those anvils, and I'm trying to get rid of these 2.4s, trying to get more hammers to push these 2.7%. So it's gonna take quite a bit of time, and I'll be honest, after the 210 mark, I actually don't know what else I could do, right? I have a strategy and I kind of have a game plan moving forward, but I don't think the CC games are going to be as good anymore. So everything beyond the bracers and the belt is pretty much above, everything is above 13%. Bracers and belt, 15%, and that's going to be a common theme throughout my gear. King, Merlin, Gother, you guys get it, right? So everything is above 13%, and I am pushing for the 14%, and then ideally, I'm going to go for perfect everything, if I can. Gother still has a little bit of work. He's not full UR, and I haven't got everything to 15% yet. This is the last item I am working on. I just need a bunch more hammers. So I utilized the last week's event where they had in the gear gotcha a higher chance of getting hammers. And the 100% success rate, which was very nice. And that's where a majority of my CC gains occur. So if you guys do follow me on YouTube, I show my progression series. I believe we're on episode 9 of this, and I did something a little bit different, which is more of a showcase. Here, Merlin, perfect bracers, as I mentioned, 15% for the belt, and then everything else here is 13% as well. Lost Vein, so I went attack crit damage just because that's a lot of damage, and that's what I like to see. You know what I'm saying? So everything here. So I don't have enough anvils to kind of re-roll everything here. So I kept the resistance stats, and I actually may go resistant, which is contrary to what a lot of people will say, because you get CC gains from rolling defense, which is fine and all. But I think Lost Vein's kind of biggest weakness is pen. I mean, there's no Goddess Liz now, and I've never played with Goddess Liz, so I don't really know how she works, but I mean, I'll YouTube some videos to kind of get a feel for that. But for right now, I'm not really running Lost Vein. Every now and then I'll run him, but right now, I mean, I still run Escanor. That's my favorite character. Other than that, these are my associations. Their gear is not that great. This is something, I think this is going to be the next step to what I'll be working on, is trying to get higher base stat, bad example there, higher base stat equipment. Oh, that's actually pretty good too. So not all my units have high base stat equipment, especially when it comes to my associations. Everything here is all under 13%, maybe even under 12%, right? So this is the area that I'm truly focusing on right now, I think. Oh yeah, so this belt's on prep. So once I've UR'd my 2 Escanor pieces, the next step, I'm actually going to UR all my high base stat belts on my associations. Because so generally speaking, UR a belt with a generally high base stat generates, I'd say, maybe between 1,000 to, I'd say 1,400 Team CC, generally speaking, when you do art things. My numbers could be off by a bit, but let's just say conservatively 1,000. Now, if you do that on a association, you're going to get 10% of that. 100 CC, I'm at the point where 5cc makes a huge difference, you know, because all of that all stacks up, and that's always been my mindset in the game, so that's why I hyper focus. I care about higher CCs because when Super Awakening comes out, you know all the players that are truly investing into the team, they're just going to skyrocket. Us free-to-plays, we're going to have a little bit more difficult time, but let's be real, I'm already saving. Now that I already have my units 6-6, I'm just going to save all of my platinum points until Super Awakening happens, and then I'm good to go. Other than that, I'm going to use my anvils, hammers, farm those, and I'm going to start URing all of my associations equipped. That's really the next step in the game for me. Improving this gear, I got tons of stones. Nothing special beyond this point, to be honest with you. Here's my green Gother. Well, low stats, that's kind of the tone with my associations. And then this is for Lost Dominion, but I haven't rolled the appropriate stats. I don't have a good high level bond. Even my Litsock is not even right. So let's briefly go over my box CC. I'm pushing about 2.4 million. Obviously, all my units have gear. That is the only reason why I have a box CC this high. Let's go into... Let me show you the Awakening. Even me, I still have a lot to work on in my box. So let's go towards the lower end. Don't look at my blue Liz. I accidentally brought her on a mission with me. I think I was doing a free stage or something, and I forgot that she was on my team and she leveled up a little bit. So I can't troll as hard, but I'll still play with her, you know. But look at these units. 3-star, 4-star. Oops, too far up. I still even have some 5-star. So I have a lot of improvement to go on my box. I would say half of my box still needs to be 6-star. Everything else, I'm still working on that. Now, I believe in Japan, the highest cap for account class, currently right now it's 2 million, but in Japan it's 4 million. And I don't summon that much. Look how many units I'm missing here, right? So that's going to be the struggle, trying to push for that HP buff as much as I can, but I'm working on that now. So I'm a man on a mission, right? You know, hyper-focusing on everything, but everything I do is tailored to my Escanor Alt Rush team. And you won't even believe how many metas I have to ride out. I think that the toughest meta to ride out, honestly, is the Pens. Other than that, it kind of finally shifted. It's now shifting to Alt Rush, not Escanor Alt Rush. But I am Challenger, and I constantly hit Champion in PvP. So Champion 1 in Ungeared, and then Challenger almost every week, actually, much every week, in Geared PvP. But that's essentially my account. There's not too much to it. Cosmetics. So all my units, especially the 5 that I just talked about, I did want to briefly show it. I am 100% full cosmetics. 5 registered. I do go for the UR, absolutely, to maximize. With the new Hell Raids, I think this is going to struggle. It's going to take me a while. I already started a little bit, but doing this for all my units, that is something I am pushing, and that's going to be a constant grind. I'll work on it through time, but these are going to be those minor CC gains, like I said, that I am pushing for. So this entire game's a grind. So if you're not willing to grind, I mean, honestly, then this game isn't for you. That's a struggle, right? So let me hop into the other units. I'll briefly show it, just so you guys could see that. But yeah, see, 5 UR pieces, almost all UR pieces, but definitely 5 cosmetics registered. Gother, same thing. So Gother, I went a little ham on, because again, so I only had 1 week prior to learning the game, right? And then I learned about cosmetics, I think a couple weeks later, but I didn't know. I thought if you bought them all, You get all the stat bonuses. I didn't know that you can only register 5. So that was kind of an oops on my part. But I learned from it. I definitely learned from it. So yeah, you'll see they literally have all the cosmetics for both. I don't even like go there like that. But Escanor, I do invest to all his cosmetics. Like, there's certain characters I do kind of just like rail out, even though I am free to play. Just because why not? Like, I want to play the game how I want to play it. Don't, being optimal all the time. I mean, you're here to play a game, right? So sometimes you make mistakes, and it's like, oh no, like it's the end of the world. Oh, just keep on going, right? Like, just move on, move forward, and still enjoy the game for what. No one plays perfectly. Maybe some players who do, but they sure as hell don't. So you'll see, I got some cosmetics here and there just because at the time I thought, oh, these are good. Let me invest. I got a bunch of diamonds racked up, and why not? So, and I like the look. Certain cosmetics give you a particular look, and I'm all for them. Why not swag out? I only got 5 characters, so why not swag out as much as you want? That's just my mindset. So I do have, as you can see, all of Meliodas' current cosmetics that are available. I still need one more headpiece. But that's it. Everyone else, cosmetics. That's another thing I may start, because I got nothing else to invest in. I may start investing into cosmetics for my associations. Because why not? Every CC game matters to me. It's all about the games. But to be honest with you, that's pretty much my account. It's literally just made up of those 5 characters. Showed you guys my box CC, showed you guys all of my gear. The only things I'm focusing on, as I mentioned, is luring, anvils, hammers. That's it. That's all that's left for me at this point in the game, and just kind of enjoying streaming. I do stream Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 9:30 PST, that's Pacific time. And I just do PvP. So if you guys do want to chill, I do have a Discord, which I'll shoot in the link below, in the description below. But other than that, feel free to ask me any questions. That's it. I'll just give you guys a different perspective in the game. But as I give advice, my biggest advice is always to seek multiple people's advice and then find something that works for you. Because at the end of the day, you're the one making the decision on how you play this game. So do what you want. At the end of the day, it's just a game. So enjoy it. Other than that, I want to thank you guys all for watching this video. Peace, guys.